Singapore's latest electoral boundary changes have sparked strong reactions from political parties and the public. Some People's Action Party MPs have stated that the changes will not deter them from serving residents, despite their SMCs being removed from the electoral map. The EBRC announced the electoral boundaries on 11th March, with 5 new group representation constituencies, 6 new single-member constituencies added to the electoral map. Macpherson MP Tin Pei Ling, whose SMC will be absorbed into Marine Parade GRC, told CNA on 12 March that her focus remains on serving residents. Regardless of the boundaries, if I am given the opportunity to serve, I think my priority would be to continue to do my best together with my team to help our residents and serve Macpherson, she said. Similarly, UR MP and Minister for Sustainability and Environment, Grace Fu, whose constituency will be merged into the newly formed Jurong East Bukit Batok GRC, stated that her team will continue to serve residents to the best of our ability. UR is the smallest electoral division, with a declining number of voters, Fu stated on Facebook. I will work with the other incumbent MPs on a smooth transition. We have your interest at heart and will continue to serve you to the best of our ability. The 6 newly established SMCs include Bukit Gombak, Jalan Kayu, Jurong Central, Queenstown, Sembawang West, and Tampines Chongkat, bringing the total number of SMCs to 15. 5 SMCs UR, Bukit Batok, Hong Kong North, Macpherson, and Punggol West, were removed from the electoral map, having been absorbed into GRCs. The total number of GRCs has now increased to 18, with the addition of 5 new ones. Pasir Ris Changi, Punggol, Jurong East Bukit Batok, Marine Parade Bradel Heights, and West Coast Jurong West. The MP's remarks, however, have been met with skepticism from netizens responding to CNA's Facebook post. Even though the EBRC changes affect some PAP strongholds, many commenters believe the adjustments ultimately give the ruling party an electoral advantage. One commenter criticized the PAP for lacking integrity in handling the electoral boundary changes, saying that if the PAP is confident in winning, it should compete fairly and don't hide behind and do all dirty tricks to win. Some netizens questioned whether the boundary changes were made in residents' interests, with one user commenting that if the changes were meant to benefit the public, residents should have been consulted before the new electoral map was announced. If it's to benefit the residents, I don't remember any person coming to us and seeking our POVA, or the residents' view not relevant at all, the user wrote. Another user commented that the growing number of GRCs don't work for the citizens but only the party, alluding to the ruling PAP. One user sarcastically compared Singapore's electoral boundary changes to unrealistic mergers of states and cities in other countries, suggesting that such frequent redrawing of wards happens only in Singapore under the ruling PAP. Another user opined that the ruling party uses the GRC system as an excuse for minority representation, suggesting that minority representation could have been ensured through SMCs instead. The user said that the PAP adjusts GRC boundaries because it can't win in a straight fight against opposition parties. One user also argued that the EBRC changes were made in favor of the PAP's electoral interests, saying it reflected a lack of integrity from the ruling party. Some netizens questioned why the EBRC is convened so close to the election, given that agencies like HDB and SLA have sufficient data to project voter numbers earlier. They speculated that the timing was intended to limit the opposition party's ability to plan their election strategy. One user wrote that the PAP intended to prevent prominent opposition figures, such as Secretary General of the Singapore Democratic Party Dr. Chee Soon Wan and Progress Singapore Party Chairman Dr. Tan Cheng Bock, from entering Parliament at all cost. This is because the EBRC announced that Jurong GRC has expanded by incorporating areas from Hong Kong North, Bukit Batok, and USMCs, resulting in the creation of a new Jurong East Bukit Batok GRC. In G2020, Dr. Chee contested in Bukit Batok SMC, but narrowly lost to PAP candidate Murali Pillai. Meanwhile, West Coast GRC, where Dr. Tan and his team contested in G2020, has expanded to include areas from Jurong West and Taman Jurong, and will be renamed West Coast Jurong West GRC.